Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time. I hope you guys are doing really great. So today's video is going to be a recent favorites video, and by recent over here is actually more of from around June to September, which is like last month. Actually I wanted to do this video like slightly earlier or around last month, but believe me or not, September was really such a crazy and busy period for me. So which is why I kind of like took a little short break from YouTube. And I know that beginning of this year, I promised you guys that I will try to do more English content videos, which I haven't been doing so, and I feel so guilty about it. So yeah, here we are today, and without further ado, I think let's just go ahead and get started straight away. So the first item that we have here is the Bio Energy Complex Energizing Water Spray. This is something that Bio has recently launched, like around beginning of this year or a few months ago. Yeah, so they basically launched a whole new range of their skincare products, including this water spray. And I really love this product because it helps to really soothe and cool down my skin temperature. As you all know, Singapore has no fall seasons, so basically over here the weather is really like hot summer season, like all year round, 365 days. So when it comes to like really high temperature, hot weather, we tend to get sweaty, oily. So this energizing water spray actually helps to really soothe down my skin and also cool down my skin temperature in hot weather. Sometimes at night after washing my face, when I don't want to apply my skincare or toner straight away, I would just use this water spray first to really help to moisture and keep my skin hydrated before I apply my skincare like later part of the evening. It's really like a must-have for me, especially when you are staying in such a hot and humid climate country. So yeah, I've been loving this for the past few months. This is actually the 100 ml sizing, which is like a normal travel size kind of sizing. And also I think it's great, especially when you travel with this. You can just stuff it in your luggage, even if you carry it in your handbag or your purse. I think the sizing is just right. So yeah, I've been loving this for the past few months. Next we have the Jergens Age-Defying body lotion. Yeah, this is something that I have been trying like for the past few months, and this lotion actually helps to really revitalize and nourish your skin, especially if you have dry skin like me, in terms of my elbow areas and also my kneecaps areas. And I really like the texture of this because although the texture is slightly thicker than most body lotion like Nivea, but when you actually blend it out, I mean like, let me show you guys. Right, so this is how the texture looks like. It's like a slightly little bit more thicker than your average body lotion. Once you blend it out on skin, it's actually very moisturizing and very nourishing for. And I really love the smell. The smell is so heavenly. The smell is not like those kind of very sweet or very sickening kind of smell, but rather it's something that is quite subtle. And yeah, so once you apply onto your skin, you can see that your skin looks more nourishing, more revitalized, and also it's not so drying, especially if you have like really dry, aging kind of skin. I would say that this actually helps to replenish and revitalize nourishment back to your skin. So yeah, this is something that I have been using and loving for the past few months. Yeah, and the pricing wise is actually not very expensive. I actually got this from like those sun-dry store in Chinatown. So one bottle like this is actually $6.50, and the sizing is actually quite huge. This is like 400 ml, so you can actually use this for like a very long time. Yeah, so this is something that I've been using for the past few months. Alright, so the next product is actually more of like a dermatologist kind of a product, and this is the Topi Cream, which is their Anti-Roughness smoothing cream. I got it when I went to shop with my mom for her skincare products, and then the sales promoter lady decided to sell me this one. Yeah, actually I don't really need it, but she noticed that I have all these little bumps around here on my upper arm, on both sides. Actually, I have some on my thigh as well, but it's not that obvious. I'm not sure what is the medical term, but I know that some of them, they call it like chicken skin, because they have this little bumps here that represents like the skin of a chicken. Yeah, so it's very dry. I have this little and all these little bumps on the arm area. So she noticed that I have this condition on my skin. So she told me that this cream could help to improve the appearance of all these little bumps. It can't cure or totally heal. And during that time, I was like a bit skeptical, cause I'm like, I mean, one lotion, one body cream, you can just like smooth out everything. But then nevertheless, I decided to give it a go. And also because I think in terms of the pricing wise, it's not that expensive for a dermatologist product. I remember the price was around 20 something, like $29.90. So it's like less than 30 bucks, or rather 30 bucks if you want to round it up. Yeah, so I have been using this for the past few months, and I have to say this is really like a miracle cream. It really helps to smooth down and improve the appearance of the bumps on my arms over here, and I can feel the significant changes. It used to be very dry and very bumpy, and I can just feel all the little bumps with just like, you know, touching my arm like this. But ever since I started to use this cream, I can feel that the bumps, they are getting lesser and lesser and not so rough and bumpy as before. Yeah, I would say that this cream really works wonder. And the best part is that I love the smell. The smell is like so great and so heavenly. And besides, for the arm area, I also started to use this on my thigh area, which I have some little bumps as well. I'm not sure if it's the same condition, but it really does improve the appearance of all the little bumps. Yeah, and I also use it for my elbows and my kneecaps, or even my leg, my heel area, which sometimes can get really dry from wearing shoes and sneakers all the time. So yeah, I've been loving this cream for like the past few months. I would say that it really works. So if you have the same condition like me, myself, with all these little bumps on your skin, yeah, no harm giving this a try. Okay, so next we have the Avene Aqua Cream in Gel Moisturizer. And again, this is another like dermatologist brand. So even if you have dry, sensitive skin or oily skin, whatever, this works wonder. Yeah, I have been using this for the past few months, and it's like almost gone. The whole tub is almost gone. What I really like about this is that it's very gentle. It's not like, it doesn't have any like anti-aging or any brightening kind of effect. But I would say that it's actually more of like moisturizing and hydration for the skin. So if you have dry skin, or if you sleep in like air conditioning room like every single night like myself, your skin tends to get a little more drier as the time goes by. I would recommend something like this to moisturize and hydrate your skin. What I do is I apply this at night as the last step of my skincare, and next morning I wake up, I feel that my skin is like not so dry as before, and also it helps to really cool and smooth out any like sensitive thing going on. Like sometimes when I have like a major breakouts along my jaw area or around my chin, my cheeks, this really helps to kind of like smooth down the sensitivity, and also it doesn't make it like so itchy. You know when you have breakouts, you tend to like not only feel that it's painful, but sometimes it can be itchy as well, and you tend to wanting to scratch it a lot. So this cream actually helps to really cool down the sensitivity of it. The best part is that actually, although it says cream in gel, but the cream texture is not like those very thick and sticky kind of like a cream. So this is the texture of it. So once you blend it out, it actually absorbs into the skin pretty fast and pretty easily. Yeah, and doesn't leave like a very sticky kind of feeling. Maybe a little bit, but I would say that it's not like super sticky, that kind. And the best part is that they actually come with this little spatula inside, so you don't have to use your fingers or use your own other spatula to take out the cream. So even if you go traveling with this, I don't think it will be an issue because it comes with a spatula, and the sizing is actually 50 gram. So I'm guessing it's like quite okay size for traveling, I guess. Yeah, so this is another skincare product that I've been loving for the past few months. Alright, let's move on to makeup stuff. So makeup stuff, recently I have been using the MAC Fix Plus. I'm sure you guys are all very familiar with this. But personally for me, I've been using Fix Plus like only beginning of this year. Not around in June, but somewhere slightly earlier than that. Now I can finally understand why it's such a popular product among makeup artists or beauty YouTubers. This stuff here really does help to set your makeup, keeps your makeup in place. Yeah, so you can actually use this before or after your makeup, it doesn't matter. And yeah, this bottle is actually like finishing soon, but I have another new bottle stocked up somewhere in my room. Yeah, so I have been using this for the past few months, and I have to say that this is really great stuff. Okay, next I have the Mamonde Cotton Veil Primer, which is in SPF 50 PA+++. I didn't bought this stuff. This was given to me by my sister. I don't understand why she doesn't want to use it, but personally for me, I like it a lot. First of all, I like the fact that it comes with an SPF protection. So let's say if you are feeling lazy or if you are rushing for time, you don't have time to apply your sunscreen and your primer and everything, you know, step by step. You can just straight away use this primer and then just foundation on and you are good to go. It actually has like a sheer tint of beige color. When you apply it, it actually becomes like a matte texture. So let's say if you have really dull and dark skin, this will help to actually brighten up your complexion and also to prep your skin for the next step, which is foundation. If you have like large pores like myself, this actually helps to really smooth out your pores at the same time and also helps to correct and brighten your skin tone. So I would say that this is like a multi-function all-in-one primer, which is really great stuff, and also with the SPF factor. So sometimes when I'm feeling lazy, I don't feel like go step by step, I can just apply this primer straight away, knowing that I'm actually well protected with SPF protection, and then I just go on to my cushion foundation or my foundation, and then I'm actually good to go. So this actually helps to really save me a lot of time, and also it helps to really smooth out my complexion, my pores area around my cheeks. Yeah, so I have been loving this for the past few months, and if this is finished, I think most likely I will actually go and get one bottle myself. Alright, next in terms of like sun protection stuff, this is the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence, and also again this is with SPF 50 of PA+++. Yeah, and this little thing over here is actually a limited edition. I think I featured this in one of my makeup videos, Mandarin makeup videos, and yeah. So what I like about this is that it's really hydrating, and second of all, the smell is really great. It smells so nice, and third, of course, is the high SPF protection factor. Let me show you guys the texture. It's actually like a very moisturizing, watery kind of a texture. So once you blend it out, you'll feel that you're like applying your moisturizer or even your serum, your essence, moisturize and hydrate your skin at the same time. And best part, it doesn't feel sticky at all. And the smell is really so amazing. Yeah, but again, this is in the limited edition range. So I'm guessing that by now it's really like it's really gone off the shelves. So yeah, go for their normal range one instead, because I believe that it's still as good as this one over here. Okay, so next, another base product that I've been loving for the past few months is actually the CC Cream by Etude House. This is their Correct and Care Silky CC Cream with a 8-in-1 multi-functions, and also with a sun protection factor of SPF 30 PA+++. I'm not sure whether does Etude House still have this in their stores, because this one was actually bought like quite a long time ago, kept in my makeup drawer way at the back, long and forgotten. Previously I was like kind of like clearing and packing my makeup drawer, and then I came across this, and it was still new, brand new, not open yet. So I decided to bring it out and try to use it and finish it. This actually is pretty good stuff. Texture wise, it's really lightweight. When you first initially squeeze it out, you can see that it's actually like a white color texture, but once you blend it, it becomes like a skin tone kind of shade. It actually blends in together with your skin tone, I would say, and it gives off a very natural finish look, and also it feels very lightweight on the skin, helps to hydrate and also correct your skin tone at the same time. Yeah, so it's actually not sticky as well. And you see, once you blend it out, it becomes like very natural finish. You can see that it's actually blending together with my skin tone. I have been using this for the past few months and I really love it. Like sometimes when I want to go to my house nearby for like a quick lunch, or whenever I want to go like some grocery shopping, I don't want to apply too much stuff, but yet I want like something with an SPF factor, I would use this. This just helps to correct my skin tones, helps to brighten up, helps to hydrate, and also give me like some protection. Yeah, I would say that this is really good stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I left it back in my makeup drawer long and forgotten, way behind. I will probably repurchase again once I finish the old one. Okay, next we have a concealer over here. This is the Bonjour Radiance Reveal Concealer, and this is in the shade 01 Ivory. I have been using and loving this concealer like for the past couple of months. First of all, the texture is actually like a liquid concealer kind of texture. So this is how it looks like. It's actually lighter than my actual skin tone, which is a good thing, because I usually use this around my inner corner over here below. It actually helps to brighten up my eye area and also to make my dark circles not so obvious, less obvious. And also best part, this actually blends quite easily because it's like a liquid kind of texture, and the smell is also really great. So you can either use your fingers to blend it out, or you can use your beauty blender or your concealer brush. But personally for me, I like to use either my fingers or my concealer brush. So once you blend out, it becomes very natural. You can see that the area actually kind of like brightens up immediately. So most of the time, I will actually just use this like underneath my eye circle, like inner corners over here. So yeah, I've been loving this for the past few months as well. Next, another concealer that I have been using and loving is the Shiseido Perfecting Stick Concealer, and this is in the shade 11 called Light Clair. This stuff is really amazing. What I like about this is the fact that, first of all, the shade is actually just nice for my skin tone. Although it's stick concealer, but the texture is actually quite creamy and quite lightweight, and also it actually blends out easily as well. You can actually bring this along in your makeup pouch or even in your purse. So sometimes when you go out, you want to have a quick touch up, or if you realize that suddenly you have like a scar or a pimple like popping out, you can actually just use your finger and just tap it onto your skin to conceal, to blend it out easily. Yeah, anyway, this is like a great concealer for me recently for the past few months. I don't know if Shiseido still have this this version of concealer, because they recently just launched their new makeup range. So I'm not sure if they still have this, but if they do, I would actually quite recommend it. So okay, next we have a lip balm over here. This is the Nars Sheer Lip Balm. It gives like a very light sheer thin wash of color on your lips, and also at the same time it actually helps to really moisturize and hydrate your lips. So if you have like really dry cracking lips like myself, and you still want like a light wash of color, you can actually use this. Let me show you guys the color over here. Yeah, you can see that the color is actually like a very light sheer wash of pink color. So it actually helps to give you like a light tint of color without making you look pale, but also at the same time it helps to moisturize your lips. So yeah, I have been using this for the past few months and I really like it. Okay, next we have a highlighter over here. This is the Catrice High Glow Mineral Highlighting Powder, and this is in the shade 010 Light Infusion. Yeah, I have been using this highlighter for the past few months and I really like it. It's like a really big size. I don't know when I can finish this, but I suppose I can really use this for like a really long time, probably even years. I really like the texture. The powder is actually quite smooth. Okay, so this is the shade over here. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the shade is actually quite subtle. I feel that this will has a highlighter for me because it doesn't give off like a very dramatic kind of highlighting glow. The highlighting and glow is quite natural and subtle. I actually have it on today. I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the glow is actually quite subtle. It's not like very dramatic, which I suppose that is actually good for daily wear. So if you are going to work, going to school, this is really one good piece of highlighter to invest in. Yeah, so I've been using this and loving this for like the past couple of months. Okay, last but not least, we have a fragrance over here, and this is the Victoria's Secret Angel Gold Fragrance Mist. I bought this like a few months ago when Victoria's Secret was having like a kind of like a sale thing going on. I bought 2 bottles of this at a rather cheap price. I can't exactly remember how much was it, but I would say that the pricing was quite cheap. The smell is really just amazing. I cannot describe the smell to you guys. Probably you have to go to Victoria's Secret and smell it for yourself. It's not like very heavy and very sickening kind of smell. I would say that this is actually it gives out a very subtle yet very sexy kind of smell, if you guys understand what I mean. And also I would say that for a fragrance mist, this is actually quite long lasting, although it's not like the EDP kind of perfume. I can't imagine how to describe the smell to you guys, but the smell is just amazing. You guys got to try out for yourself. Just go to Victoria's Secret, any Victoria's Secret store, and try and smell this for yourself. If you like a very sexy and very subtle kind of scent, this is the one for you. Alright, so next, another one of my favorite has to be my Panasonic Nano Care hair dryer. I actually bought this like a couple of months ago, when my previous old hair dryer was actually spoiled. And previously I was using the Philips Moisture Protect Ionic hair dryer. Actually I really love this hair dryer a lot. It actually helps to protect your hair from being dry out while you're using it. And also it actually has more functions, like you can actually adjust the temperature, the wind speed, and the heat temperature and everything. And behind there's actually this little button over here, so once you on it, it will actually help to protect your hair from being too dry out and help to really keep your hair really moist. The only thing I don't really like about this Philips one is that the handle over here is actually fixed, so you can't bend it to like store it and keep it away. So yeah, this is actually quite heavy and bulky and actually takes up quite a bit of a storage space. I really like this hair dryer, but the only sad thing is that I was actually using it one day when suddenly there was this like very heavy burning smell in the air. At first I didn't realize that it could be my hair dryer, and I was still like wondering where did the smell came from. So in the end I realized that actually it came from this hair dryer. So something inside must have been burned or something. So in the end I decided to go search for another hair dryer, and I actually got this. Yeah, this is the Panasonic Nano Care hair dryer. I love this hair dryer so much. Not just the fact that it's in this really bright shocking pink color, which is my favorite color, and also the fact that the handle over here, you can actually bend it downwards and you can actually just store it away in your storage drawer, so it actually doesn't take up a lot of space. I like the fact that this hair dryer is much more simpler in terms of the functions wise. So over here there's actually this little fan icon over here where you actually adjust the wind speed, and the other side there's this little thermometer icon over here. This is for you to adjust the temperature, and the temperature is only about 2 degrees or 3 degrees, and for the wind speed they only have like 1 and 2, so it's actually pretty much simpler. And also on the front part over here they have this Nano Care switch on and off button. So if you don't want your hair to really like dry out while you're using the hair dryer, you can actually just on the Nano Care button over here, the nano ions will actually be released from this area, this little hole here. So actually while you are using it to blow dry your hair, it actually helps to retain the moisture in your hair at the same time. So this is what I really like about it. And also it's actually not as heavy as my previous Philips one. This is actually much more lighter in terms of the weight. And also, yeah, I love the part that the handle can be bent and stored away. So if you are planning to like travel, you really want to bring your own hair dryer, I would say that this is actually quite a good one, because you can actually just bend it and store away and put in your luggage. Okay, last but not least, we have like two favorite shows and dramas of mine. The first one is actually MasterChef Australia 2018 season 10. It actually ended just around last month. I have been like following it from like episode 1 all the way to like episode like 62 or 63. Every single episode I did not miss at all. MasterChef Australia is really one of the best cooking shows that I have ever watched, and it's actually a show that really kind of inspire you. It actually inspired me to kind of like start cooking and try making my own breakfast, my own lunch again. And I feel that yeah, it really kind of inspire you to really start experimenting cooking and trying to make food and cook for yourself or for your families. Yeah, so this is one of the best cooking shows that I ever watched. And last but not least is actually a Chinese drama which was very popular on the internet and social media a while back, which is actually the story of Yanxi Palace. In Chinese is actually Yanxi Gongyue. Actually like a 70 long episodes of a Chinese drama. Personally for me, usually I don't like to watch this kind of Chinese Asian drama. But I don't know why this particular drama just has its own appeal and attraction. It just appeals to me. So I decided to start from episode 1, and surprisingly I managed to finish like every single episode, like 70 episodes of it. Some of my friends, they actually gave up halfway, like episode 10, around 30. They can't take it, so they just gave up. I love watching dramas, but for me, I'm actually quite picky about dramas. I feel that in terms of this drama, the storyline is actually quite okay. Everything was great. This drama actually took place in the Qing dynasty. So if you're a fan of like China history and Asian history, that kind of stuff, I would say that this actually is a pretty good drama. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel over here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.